Okay, sorry about that. We had to have a nice little restart there. Everything was more or less not in my favor, so I'm very glad I restarted. It's been kind of doing that to me all day, having sort of momentary lag spikes and things of that nature. So I just kind of, I'm glad that it all got fixed. Hey, Thundercloud. Hey, Spying. Hey, Relani. Hey, Travis. Hey, anybody else I've not seen. Hey, Snux. Still didn't know how to stream after all these years. Well, it's not streaming. It was my connection. I just don't know the ins and outs of how routers and other such things work. And why 1 minute it'll be fine and the next minute it won't be fine. And yet, now after I've restarted it, everything is A-okay. So I don't fucking know. I'm not an expert at it. I don't claim to be. And it's just not something that's bothered me. Okay. Whew. We'll have ourselves a pretty decent little reed farm going here shortly. God, every nasty monster under the sun will have something to say about it. Ah, 2B2T is back to full. All is right with the world, I hope. Possibly. I don't know. There are a lot of people online, though. Good lord. So I've heard about this dupe on stream. I'm not able to. Oh my god, it's Beta. Beta Claculator. Holy shit. Don't shoot me. He would do that, too. Wow, damn. I didn't expect Alpha to show up here. Not that immediately, anyway. Hey, June. They don't want me to seal in their cane. Yeah, I guess not. Mobs. Ugh. Mobs are actually going to be a threat. That is so... that's such a novel idea. Like, they've never been. Not really. Not since, like, the very early days of the server. Oh my god. Fuck off, skeleton. Yikes. We're gonna get... Hey, Yada. Oh, yeah, 420. Kitty. Okay. Yeah, you guys just Congo line your asses into the ocean. Yeah, just like that. Thank you. No. Farther down this way. Come over to me. This is so useful that they just drown themselves. I love seeing that. Anyway, you really got to light that place up. Yeah, eventually I'm going to have to. But before I bother... Oh my god. Drowned now. Before I get to that point, I want to be able to have a reed farm. I need one. 24. I'll keep 24 for myself because I need paper. Oh, we even got a Nautilus shell from that. Wow. Okay, well, you guys enjoy being horrible monsters. Whew. Husks rehydrate into zombies. Yeah, I know. That's a wild new thing they introduced. Oh, autograph kit. Cool. He's gonna make me, I don't know, sign something or whatever, right? I love Jack from Alpha Computer. Welcome to the future site of Ocean's Anomalous, a play on the favorite movie, Ocean's 11, by Alpha Computer and Jacktherippa. Should I, like, leave this up, or should I toss this into my ender chest? I don't feel like that's fair, but, like... I don't know, I don't want just anyone getting hold of this, because this is something Alpha, you know, wrote to me. It feels wrong to leave this lying around, you know? Yeah. Let's put it in the box of famous books that I've not actually, like, looked into. I've got Ninja Fig, I've got an IOB Zell, I have no idea who that is off the top of my head. I've got a Ness book, that's fit. Herm, Deloaded, Sal, Bezo, Takeout Menu, Kekhart. I don't remember who Kekhart is. Orsond, Momana, Alpha. I don't think I'm missing anyone. I got some rare ass books, I tell you what. Oh god, what now? Oh. Oh, he wants me to make one himself. Okay, yeah. Dear Alfalfa, you smell love Jack. Poetry in motion. Oh, it's one character too long. In motion. That's all I can do. Whoop. All right. Oh no, he punched me. He didn't like it. Well, time to retreat underground then. Okay. Now, we get to play my favorite game. Where the hell will the center of this place be? Because I want a large, very sizable sort of like area to start with. Because we've thought about merging the drain with like Space Valkyria 1. More or less. I've thought about this for like 4 years now. I want to say it was around the pandemic where I really got this idea, but it may have been a little bit before that, maybe a little bit after that. I don't know. I get ideas and they all come and go. It's really hard to say when something, you know, comes or goes. I got a mixed Fast Vincent Jacktherippa. Oh, okay. I have no idea what you're talking about, but sure. Okay, but one thing I do know is I want deep slate. So I'm going to start a deep slate mine. Because I need deep slate. Jack does the fan server base again. Yes, except this time I actually finish it. Oh, wow. I dug right into one of those aquifer things. I didn't expect to hit that soon. Holy shit. Oh, that's right. You gotta have not Silk Touch. Can't have Silk Touch. Silk Touch bad. Stream chat is busted. Oh, is it? How's it looking? Yeah, a little bit. We won't worry about stream chat. Drain design boring unless you make a deeper hole that has the whole underground complex. We could probably do that because we didn't have the depth that we used to have, or that we have now, rather. That was not an option. So, like, honestly, that might be doable with an underground complex and stuff. We'll see. Now, what's a really snazzy block palette? I was thinking, ooh, diamond. I was thinking the deep slate stuff combined with, maybe andesite. Although I did just dig through some andesite and... Well, that's not hard. Andesite's easy to get. Got some nice cave here. Yeah, I think that might be a great start. We'll try the deep slate with all that other stuff. Okay, so how far away am I from hitting the bottom of the world? I think this will do. My first order of business is to set up a beacon. I kind of want that to be at like the bottom of the world. The very, very bottom of the world. Your block palette. Oh. I could do your block palette, huh? I could. I don't know. I don't know that I want to. Because that was such a unique block palette, I don't want to, like... I feel like I'd be stealing it. You know what I mean? It isn't bad. It's fucking amazing is what it is. Sadly, not everybody got to see your place on the fan server, so, like, they're not going to know what that is. It's really a shame, too, because that place was fucking amazing. So, I don't know. What color am I going to make the beacon? I'm just going to throw together whatever I got for now. We're not worried about, like, mineral blocks or anything like that. It should not matter. The beacon is just a formality because every base needs a beacon. So I guess where I set the beacon will become the center. Something like that. Now, ideally, what we'd be doing is setting up a perimeter and then gradually expanding it. I might go ahead and just sort of block out where the edges of that perimeter are going to end up. But it may also just be that it's smarter to just sort of play by ear. I'm not really sure, honestly. Ixoy's palette? I don't remember what Ixoy's palette was. Wasn't that just like pure blackstone? Negative 55? This is negative somewhere. I haven't looked. But yeah. Arabella palette. Now, she did way too many different block types for me to be able to do that. But she had a decent amount of stuff going on. Her base was pretty cool. Okay, 1, 2, 3. God, I wish we could do something with tough. But, like, this stuff is just useless. Why does it exist? Did Mojang ever even think that it was, like, necessary to add just another worthless block? Good idea, how smart. Blackstone's kind of nice. Yes, I love Blackstone. We'll see, because, like, the area here does not have much in the way of new chunks around it in the Nether. So I'm going to have to just sort of be very careful with that. We could always start a bartering machine. Bartering machine would be dope. Bartering machine would allow me to easily manufacture lots and lots of blackstone structures. And we would effectively be, you know, starting from scratch like we wanted. You know, it could work. Could farm it for you. Or could farm for it, yeah. That's what we will do. We will likely farm for it. Don't worry. I should make an underworld hell-themed underground complex. Nah, I've done that before. The underground complex will likely just be a more closed-off variant of the above-ground one, but we'll see. I might change and drastically alter it partway through. I like to sort of leave things open and just have ideas and not, like, hard stick to anything until I'm actually making it. Once it's in blocks, I don't like to change it a whole lot. But I do occasionally, like, go back and alter things. Depends. Okay, so we got just amount of cobble deep slate. Alright. So this should be, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. With a beacon at, like, the very top. Yeah, and then this will be the Y level on which I mine. I think that'll work. Okay. Now, how much junk do I even have to work with? Ugh. Not a whole lot. Oh, okay. Thank you, Duxion. I appreciate your saying that. Okay. We need... Ooh, I don't have much in the way of mineral blocks. Yeah, Alpha has all the mineral blocks, I think. That's going to be a problem. Well, whatever. Down at the bottom of the hole. Alpha... Oh, he's not on. Ah. Well. In which case, I don't have access to a means of getting a beacon right away. I mean, I could try smelting all this iron, but it wouldn't be much. Okay, I gotta turn this down for me. This is blowing my own ears out now. I mean, I guess I could X-ray for iron, but I don't know. That feels kind of silly. Hopefully Alpha will start another gunpowder farm shortly. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But if he doesn't, I can't help that. Sandstone, dark prismarine, and deep slate. Ooh. That's also not a bad palette, but, like, I'm thinking... Yeah, I'm thinking we'll just deep slate for now. Deep slate with andesite, because they're kind of close. They're different shades of gray with slightly different textures on them. But, like, in a good way. Man, I'm still not used to swimming sometimes. Okay. Ah, here's a bunch of andesite. So I do want a bunch of blocks to have, like, as a demo. Just to sort of play around with it and show off what I got, you know? Hey, El Cayman, welcome. Your future palette will be copper and red nether brick after you finish the purple blackstone. Okay, if you insist, Poncho. That sounds gross, but sure. You do you, man. I can't stop you. But God, is that, like, horrific sounding. The purple blackstone thing only, like, barely works. I don't know why, but it does. I think it would work better if you didn't use, like, so many porous designs. I don't know, that's just me. Okay. Let us get up. Okay, well, the ocean has been a nice little area. I'm happy we picked this. Yeah, this is like right by where we are. This will be the dead center of the base. I think that works, you know? Now then, first thing I need to do before I really get started with anything is I want to see the area. I want to make a lay of the land, you know? I want to get a good sort of overview of everything that's in the area. I want to have a nice... Ooh. Yeah, let's use brick. Deep slate brick. I won't use the polished or the tile variant. I'll use bricks. Bricks are a man's building block. Yeah, something like this. Let me encapsulate. Porous, full of holes, yes. Poncho's brain is porous because it's full of holes. That's why he builds that way. Sick burn. Oh, you gotta go Cyber Doge. Okay, take care, man. Thanks for coming out. Okay. This'll be a nice little starting spot. Okay. Now, because we're in an ocean, I do kind of want to, like, inset this. Also, this ocean, if you've looked, this ocean is just not that deep. Like, it's deep enough to be kind of troublesome, but not really that deep. Also, mashallah polished blackstone. I thought about it, but I take, you know, I went back on my initial thought to do that. Also, I think the word you're looking for is inshallah. I don't know. You'll donate if I say that word. Well, that's too bad. I'm not saying it. Actually, I don't want this up here at sea level. I want to kind of set it inward because we're gonna drain all of this eventually. So we may as well. Okay. Get this. Get all this. Perfect. Literal meaning, mashallah, is God has willed it. Oh, I did not know that. Okay. Well, never mind. I have shown my ignorance. Oh, wait, no. I want this down here. But yeah, no, polished blackstone. If we do use blackstone, it will be as an accentuator block like quartz. It will not be, you know, the mainstay, the main attraction like it was on Anarchy Skyblock. that was fine. That was fine for that time. But I also had, like, copious amounts of it and an almost endless supply of that stuff. I just don't have that here. We're just not in the right spot for those nether chunks, sadly. Okay, where did I put... Yeah, that's where I put it. I just suddenly realized I don't have a water bucket with me. Okay. Let's put up some of this stuff. Alright. Lay of the land. I want to get a sort of broad, wide open... There we go. There we are. Yeah. I just want to know what's in the area. Also, this looks so beautiful. Holy shit. Hey, El came in. Did you miss something? No, not really. Okay, so the warm ocean ends over this way. At least I think. Kind of tempted to invest in priority queue for a month or two so you can do some terraforming around my place. Maybe. But I don't know that I'd be inviting you out here, Dark. Alpha's pretty adamant about it just being the two of us. And I'm not against that. I understand. He'll end up building with a gray block. You can already see it. Crazy how much render distance we can have. Well, this is the result of a mod. It's called Bobby. It allows you to sort of cache chunks so that you can see them out in the distance. You will not have this large a render distance all on your own in vanilla. You maybe have like a tenth of this. I'm just trying to get a really good, you know, bird's eye view of the area. This helps to know what to do and what not to do for an area. If you can, like, give yourself sort of boundary to work in, it works. It pans out, in my opinion. Knowing how big of an area to work in. To work within, rather. Ooh. Now, the only problem is I can't make a 1 kilometer wide giant city. Not on 2B2T, not without a gigantic fucking dupe. I mean, it would have to be the chunk dupe again, more or less. That's the only way we could have stuff like that. And I would prefer that such a thing happen well into the lifespan of the base, where I've already worked at building it up and I've grinded for it, so that the dupe feels like earned, I guess is the right way to put it. Okay, not bad. Like 6 months to a year from now. You know what I mean? That's the kind of stuff I'm hoping. Atlantis? Ooh. I mean, probably not, but like we could do something. We could maybe do something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. So I think that's a large enough section of chunks. We can get a good sort of feel for the area. It's big. I mean, every area is big, but like this really puts it into perspective. Like all I need to do is just fly out a little farther over this way. Although not really actually. Like I honestly probably don't need to fly out over this way too much. It's fine. Yeah. Like we're smack dab in the middle of this warm ocean patch. And this is actually a sizable patch for a change. No amount of rest can pass this night. Guys, could you all please log off, please? I need to sleep tonight. Please, guys? No? Oh. Oh, well, I guess we'll just have to pretend that I did or something. I don't know. Okay, cool. So that sets us up for the area in question. Gives us a pretty good overview of what to expect. I like it. This area is going to be nice. Okay. Now, sadly, I have not yet found any Hearts of the Sea. And we don't have any auto fishing set up, so we don't have any Nautilus shells. So, like, conduits will come in time. But we'll have to worry about those later. Let me just de-coral this entrance real fast. Now, as for, like, removing water, I don't have a whole lot of sponge either. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to use sand, realistically. Because I just don't have access to much else that would do the job. God, placing sand. Ooh. I'm already getting flashbacks to the fan server of how that went. And that was with like 7 or 8 people helping. Might be a good idea to figure out the area. The max area. What's a good junk block? Like netherrack, I guess? Yeah, I think netherrack would be a nice starting point. I have a shulker of nothing but netherrack. I have no idea when I collected all of this. I just remember I was suddenly able to make a shulker full, so I did. I don't remember why or when. Had to have been sometime around the Midnight Council. Oh, shit. Well, that got dragged down there. Why did that go all the way down to the very bottom? Holy crap. There it is. Disturbing my circle. Jacklantis? Maybe. But we're not calling it Jacklantis, of course. Not officially. Chat on the screen is broken? In what way? Like, showing it this way? It's not really broken. You just can't see it all. That's on purpose, by the way. So, like, don't worry about it. If you feel the chat is broken, don't worry about it. Here. All right. So, how big of an area I subject this to will be more or less how much torture I'm willing to put myself through. Build Fitlantis 2 before Fit does. Wait a minute. Oh my god. Chat is broken. I'm retarded. I understand what you guys mean now. I'm so sorry. When you were saying chat is broken, I was thinking you meant 2BTT chat. I don't know why. Duh. Of course it's the chat from the other stream that no longer exists now. I'm so sorry. I'm just that unbelievably scatterbrained sometimes. Like, fucking hell. So sorry, guys. Yeah, silly Jack. Yeah, that's not wrong. Okay. So, distance-wise, also mornings on these oceans look fucking beautiful. Okay. Distance-wise, I guess like 64 blocks is fine. Oh man, I don't have Swift Sneak. Oh man, this feels so bad. Am I tired? Yeah, kind of, because I got up really early this morning, and I'll be going to sleep very early tonight and doing it all again tomorrow. So like, it's just one of those things. Yeah, it's working now because I updated the URL. It's not that bad. Like, that was just me being stupid and not realizing that's what everyone was talking about. So you know. At some point, I was going to figure it out. Okay. I'm just going to go 64 blocks out in all directions here while it's daytime, and then I'm going to light this up as much as I can, because if I'm not going to carefully make this place safe, we're all going to very quickly regret it. Also, watching people in 2B2T chat argue about communist China is just like weird. Yeah, you can chat now, Saturnius. That was my bad. Did 2B2T roll back? Yes, it did, Chief. So, for those of you unaware, the entire server for the last week, up until I think Sunday it was. Or no, it was Saturday. Yeah, it was Saturday when the rollback went into effect. Basically, everything from the 14th onward up until Saturday was invalidated. So as a result, like, if you did work, I feel bad for you, but I also did work on stuff too, and that also failed. So like, it ultimately didn't matter. Also, I need to cook up my netherite, my ancient debris. I collected a bunch on the way over here. Fuck. Whether or not I will remains to be seen. I'm using future. Yes, I am. Getting here was so long, it took literally all day for me to get from the, what was it? The Midnight Society, that event that we did, all the way from there to all the way to here. It was so goddamn long. Ugh. Got 27 sets already, Duxty. Wow. Look at you. Aren't you a big high roller? I feel like the server loses a bit of its authenticity now that the rollback has happened. Maybe. Like, everybody's saying, oh, well, there's no rollback on 2B2T. There's no resets. There's no blah, 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 blah. Like, you should know that promises like that can never truly be kept, because bad stuff happens. And inevitably, that will result in some sort of corrective action. And honestly, more people are happy with the reset than not. So as a result, you're just going to have to sort of take the good with the bad. But ultimately, I think everybody is going to be fine with this. Because, yeah, it was a week. Actually, it was probably more like 10 days. Yeah, you lost 10 days of work, and that sucks. But it could be worse. You could have lost 2 weeks. You know, the poll on the Reddit, that thing was set to go for on somewhere like about a week from then. So it would have been 2 weeks. If House had waited for that thing to go, it would have been a 2 week long wait. That would not have been fun. So, yeah. Be happy it was only about 10 days or so. Oh, quickly, before I get too distracted, let me torch this place so that I don't become beset by mobs. Where'd I put them all? I know I had... I found a bunch on a corpse, and I may as well make use of them. There they are. Some dude died in the Nether, and I stole all this shit. And now it's mine. Okay. Put a thing here, and then every, I guess, 3. I know it doesn't need to be this close, but I want it to be uniform because I'm anal retentive that way. As for lighting, we've been thinking about doing frogs, but I've not been able to find frogs yet, so we're gonna have to go out and look for frog eggs and stuff. Bees, I got bees, and I made a meme and shit about them, and that never came to pass. So we need bees. So honestly, we need like a grocery list. A grocery list of like all the commonly needed things for like a base. You know what I mean? Use shroom light. Ooh. You know, Ta, that isn't a bad idea. That is genuinely not awful. Like, oh man, I want to... First of all, where's the sun? Okay. We got a little while before it's sundown. Yeah, honestly, though, I kind of want to go into a single-player world and creatively just sort of screw around with block palettes. We'll see. I still kind of want to use quartz as an accentuator. But I may also just use blackstone. I don't know. Shroomlight could be a really nice, you know, lighting option. Personally, I haven't used glowstone in anything in a very long time. And glowstone is not terrible. Also, let me turn off pitch lock. Yeah, now this is the way to travel. Yeah, that's how you get around a base. Okay, Electrofly boost without the pitch lock. It allows you to more or less get some mad air, some sick air action, and then you can make it up larger blocks than you'd otherwise be able to. Yeah, it's pretty dope. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh, whoops. Shroomlight, I don't know. We'll experiment with it to be sure. Personally, I want to use glowstone and froglight, but I could use all of those. Like, maybe stuff that's underground has shroomlight. Stuff that's at sea level to, like, I don't know, some height, some arbitrary height we'll set. That'll be like glowstone, and then everything above that will be froglight. We'll see. I don't actually know what warm ocean biomes yield in terms of frog species. So, like, we'll be stuck with whatever frog lights we can make from the frog species here. Because I'm just going to dump them in the nether and then feed magma cubes to them somehow. I need to find a basalt delta nearby. Oh man, I need just one more torch. Surely I have a torch. Yeah. Perfect. Whoa. Okay, this is silk touch. But yeah, maybe having everything be height dependent isn't such a bad idea. Oh man, I love this. Bouncing around like this is so much fun. Ignoring House's butthurt about me doing this. His House seems a little bit mad that I'm able to bounce around like that. Sounds like he should, you know, get good. Okay, so hopefully being able to bounce around like this will hopefully mitigate the usage of rockets for just like the brief interim. Okay, so it's all about balancing how well you use the bounce. Can you get mad air? Do you got jump? Okay, now then. Alright, it's time for everybody's favorite segue. Microsoft Paint. Emphasis on the pain, of course. Can't spell paint without pain. Alright, so this is how I design circles in Minecraft. Take it one block. Yeah, paint stream. Yes, Pancho, this is indeed for you. You're not wrong. All right, so here is our central point. Right there, that little red dot. That's our central nether rack. So let's get a little wide thing. Okay, so we need to make it 64 blocks, or 64 pixels, rather. Perfect. Okay, so 64 pixels long. Whoops, turn on transparency. Oh, actually... Okay, red. Let's replace the red with like a darker red, just so that I got it like that. And And then this, put that there. Copy, paste, and then rotate this sucker 90 degrees. Make sure the red dots overlap, and there we go. Okay. All right. So we got ourselves the rough size of how big this thing's going to be. So in total, this is 129. Yeah, 129 blocks. Okay. So our circle needs to be 129 times 129. So that's easy enough. So we just hold the shift key, drag it out till the lower bit right there says 129 by 129 down here. And then I just drag this over on top of that. Actually, I'm going to cut it. So that I can better place this. There we go. Perfectly in the center. Now, what I'm after is this sector right here. This tells me what I need to do to make it all work out. So I'm going to open a text document. I need the DNA of this circle. So I need to know how many blocks it is before I go. Or before I cut inward, rather. So it's 7. And then it's 6. And then 5. Or no, 4. I'm still on 2BGT, just so you know. There we go. Okay, then 4. Then 3, 3. So 4, 3, 3. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Uh-oh, I hear drowned. I was told the drowned were not spawning in oceans. Or warm oceans. That turned out to be wrong. Oh well. Hopefully that didn't become a problem. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets of 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2. So 2 sets of 1, followed by a 2. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 sets of 1. 11. Sweet. We got it. All right. We're done. Don't save. We don't need to. It's all good. Okay. Ooh. There we go. Circle pattern. I'm going to save this text doc so that I have it to refer to. All right. So now I know how much I need to curve on either side, on all sides. So this is pretty easy. So it's just 7 blocks this way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm sorry if the MS Paint was a little too, a little too confusing and or boring or what have you, but like that's just how it is when you want to put something together and you want it to be, good. You have to be really, really meticulous. Because if not, you're gonna mess up. And it's easy to mess up. And then you're gonna go, well, why did I mess up? Where did I go wrong? What happened? And unfortunately, meticulousness is what will save you. Because if not, I don't know. Oh, okay. Something else. Anyway, it was not boring or confusing. Okay, well, good. I'm glad it wasn't, Jim. Hey, so you found a great spot finally. Yes, we did. This, we found this on the previous map before the reset. So in all honesty, saying the reset was horrible or the reset, There was nothing good came from the reset. Like, not true. Because we did get this spot. And we only found out about this spot via exploration that we could do only during the reset. So in all honesty, it worked out anyway, you know? Sometimes things just work out. And that's fine. Okay. How far out am I? Oh no. Give me your coords. Gosh, somebody's asking for my coordinates on 2B2T. Do you think I should give them, everybody? I just don't know. Oh. What if he shows up here and performs a griffining? Whatever will I do? My poor heart could not take that. I would have to yell at House and make him roll back the server. Or something. I don't know. Toe picks and coordinates now. Look at people. You guys. I won't grief peak, he promise. I will not harm you, smile. Moments, words uttered moments before disaster. What if, now hear me out, what if I decided to share nothing except the things you see on my screen currently? This is my lovely base. Isn't it just so wonderful? Isn't this place just amazing? It has a netherrack cross that I'm about to set ablaze like the KKK member I truly am. And everything in the world will be at peace. No, I'm kidding. Don't put that out of context. F3 free dupe. Oh my god. Wow. Free dupe, everybody. No, but I'm joking. For legal reasons, that was a joke. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, let me put a thing here and here. I don't want any monsters. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. But yeah, the secret to a good base is to be. It's like the carpenter's old adage, measure twice, cut once. That's effectively what we're doing, but with blocks. Oh fuck! Let me out. Let me go. Let me go. 2BGT. I'm not hacking. I swear. Better YouTuber than FMC. To the strangers asking for, show me your base and I'll show you mine. Yeah, exactly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you're not allowed to say slurs on Mojang's newest version of Minecraft. Or else the FBI will show up at your door and ban you from the internet forever. The gamer word is chief among the reasons that we can't have fun. Don't you know? But that's okay. Everybody will still say it anyway. Oh my god. He spit out a random string of numbers and then said that it was his base. Should I believe him? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gosh, I just don't know. I'm a gullible fool. Should I press the F3 button and say the numbers that appear in the X, Y, and Z fields? I don't know anymore, guys. I, with the brain of a 10-year-old, cannot be trusted with such valuable items and inventory and information. I might have to retire from 2B2T. Am I mad about the rollback? No, I'm really not, Josh. I was on my hardcore world when all of that was going down, and it was like brand spanking new. Like I was reading all of it as it unfolded, saw the poll as it went up, and immediately went in favor of the reset. Like, I more or less instantly made my peace with it because I was content to go on, but I also kind of realized that having items, even if I don't have a hell of a lot of items. Like, I didn't have a whole lot before the Midnight Council, and that was like, what, 8-9 months ago now? Like, this is it. This is all the shit to my name, period. All of these items. I don't have a stash. I don't have a big bad base anywhere. Like, this is it. So, whether the wipe occurs or does not occur, I've effectively wiped myself on accident anyway. Like, the funny part is, it was in early 2020 that I did that. Who remembers when the nerds had access to people's accounts in early 2020? And they made that one video, I'm very super famous. And they went into everybody's accounts and wiped them. Well, at that time, I was extremely paranoid they were going to do that to me. And so I was like, oh my god, I can't let them do that. So I took all the good stuff out of my ender chest, put it on an alt that nobody knows about, didn't think anything of it, and killed Jack back to spawn. Well, I had a few bits of garbage, so I went to a stash that I knew of after the nerds no longer had access to people's stuff. And I was like, okay, well, I'll just take this stash and cart it off. But obviously that stash had been picked over like a million times. And so I didn't have a whole hell of a lot. And so I just never played on Jack hardly ever again. And then when I quit, that was several years ago now. And I just never touched Jack again until exactly the Midnight Society in late 2022. So, like, in all honesty, this account has been dirt poor for years. And I'm honestly fine with that. It was fun right before the reset because there was that one little dupe and I was like, okay, well, this is interesting. I have something no one else has. So there was a little bit of prestige to it. But I never got to use any of that stuff. Like, it was just for the fun, the lulz, the keks. Like, that was it. It ultimately does not matter. But that's okay. Like, part of the fun is starting with little and working your way up. Does Bazaka have the stuff? No, those accounts do not have the stuff. Again, it was an account nobody knows about. Do you think I want you to know about it after I have returned to 2B2T? No, obviously not. The account that I have is something that you will never be aware of. And I intend to keep it that way. That account should, funny enough, still be at Space Valve 4. At least I think. I genuinely don't remember what I was doing the last time I was on that account. Oh my god, House, stop catching me in midair. Catching me red-handed. I just want to hack. For God's sakes, I just want to grill. Okay. The next is 2 sets of 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and put some light there. I love utilizing a junk block to make something not crappy. Like, Netherrack is a god-awful block. I'm not going to say the reskin of Netherrack is, like, great. A lot of the texture changes were a bit jarring. But that, honestly, could have been worse. And so turning this crap into something that's not crap, it's like turning an ordinary piece of paper into a folded crane. You know what I mean? It's turning a mundane item into a work of art. I appreciate that stuff. Taking things that are not good and turning them into things that are good. Like, already we can begin to see it shape up. Like, it's not even been 10 minutes. Pretty soon I'll be able to make the jump from there to there. But until then, I'm going to have to bounce this away and that away and bounce every which away. And House will, of course, be upset. Because I'm a hacker. I'm a dirty, rotten hacker bouncing on my belly with an elytra. God, I should be punished with the full extent of the law. House, if he had it his way, would have us all living in mud brick huts. Like 2 kilometers from spawn. I'm thoroughly convinced. And that would unironically, in his mind, be the right way to live and play 2B2T. Boing. I live in a bouncy castle. That's what this place is going to be turned into, a netherrack bouncy castle. Maybe Ani one time base IRL. Oh, you guys are talking about your plans to base. I see. Bam. You know, fun fact. I'm supposed to be writing, in preparation for tomorrow, a full page, up to as little as like a 3/4 of a page, I think is like the leeway we were given. I'm supposed to be writing a journal on the most fucking absurdly boring piece of shit literary work I've ever had to read. It's Utopia by Thomas More. And oh my god, is it just like awful. It basically at one point devolves into socialist nonsense, and the teacher of that class is a socialist soy boy cuck. Like, I can see it. He's got the soy face and everything. The sort of like stubble, semi-bald look with the square rim glasses and the 5 o'clock shadow with the perpetual, you know, reaction. Oh my god face. Like, that's my teacher to a T. Utopia. Oh my god, Utopia is just like... I found an audiobook recording by some Australian dude on YouTube. And I'm like, this barely makes it slightly palatable. And I was just like, this is literally so fucking dry. I cannot engage with what it is trying to say. And I'm just like, I genuinely don't know what to write about, because I'm not even really sure I know what the hell the thing is talking about. Like, the Australian dude barely made it understandable. 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 6 rows of 2, so I gotta do one more. And like, this is nails on a chalkboard stuff. Like, it's so cringe. I can't see how people get through this shit. Like, I'm just not gonna write it because the TA was like, yeah, you get 3 freebies for the notebook writing stuff. And so I'm just gonna waste them all on Utopia. Because I'm just like, I can't do this. Thankfully, the itinerary says that the next book is an actual book, first of all. And it's actually a good one. It's The Time Machine by H.G. Wells. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And so, like, I'm actually looking forward to The Time Machine because there are tons of free options and PDFs and shit and audiobooks out the ass for The Time Machine because it's The Time Machine by H.G. Wells. And so I'm just like, oh, well, this is easy street. Like, I've seen all the movies. I know they're not the book, but, like, they're still entertaining, you know. And The Time Machine is actually a fun read. And it's quaint because it's stuck in the 1800s. And, you know, so be it. So be it. Like, I'm all right with that. But that, you know... I'm not going to, like, read any books in this course. This is, like, history of the future or literary history of the future. Everything in this course covers anything futurism related. But it's, like, it's really silly. Like, they're not even covering anything that meaningful or impactful. It's, like, old shit. Really, really old shit. Like Virginia Woolf's To the Lighthouse. And, Time Time Machine, Utopia, like stick forks in my eyes and just like kill me. Shotgun in mouth. I no longer wish to be on this planet. That's the feel I get. Okay. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. It's just, this is, some of this is going to be good, some of this is going to be fucking awful. And Utopia is fucking awful. So I don't know. It's awful. H.G. Wells wrote a lot of nice novellas. Yes, he did. He most certainly did. Hey, Mr. Tree. Oh, God. Housemaster, please. I just want to bounce in peace. Ooh, I love this song. 2001: A Space Odyssey. No, that's not on here. I think that one's too long. Or wait, was 2001 a book, or was that only a movie? That was only a movie, right? I know they made a novelization afterward. Novel. No, wait, it's a 68 science fiction novel. Oh. Okay, Arthur C. Clarke wrote... I did not know that. Arthur C. Clarke wrote it in 68. It was developed concurrently with the film. Okay, that explains it. It was published after the film. Okay. Interesting. I did not know that. Huh. Well, still, I mean, honestly, 2001 would be a fucking banger to go along with in this class. That would actually be a good thing, like the Time Machine. But sadly, I don't think that'll ever happen. I don't know. Maybe I could pass it by the teacher and he might actually accept it. It's amazing how even the books apparently boring are interesting when you're just reading them out of your own accord. I mean, if you are interested in something, you will be interested in that something and you won't feel it's boring. But when you are forced, especially by a course or a class of some kind, that's a different matter entirely. It's entirely up to the reader to decide what's fun or interesting to them. The fact that it's like just the most god-awful Elizabethan English and it's just so obtuse. 2, 3, 4, 5, one more. And it has like no value whatsoever in the modern day, because Utopia especially is just so... First of all, Utopia as a novel is like written as a historical account, but it's entirely fabricated. It's a complete lie. None of this shit happened. And the people involved are like basically being hoodwinked. Talk about the Cats play. I don't know the Cats play. I have no idea what that's even about. I don't know anything about cats. So I couldn't do that. But yeah, just like exercise and stupidity. The main character's name is basically Latin for nonsense espouser. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. The circle is on progress. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Perfecto. Okay. Yeah. Damn yeah. Okay. Now, here's the interesting bit. This is the portion where I can choose to do something interesting, something new, something unique, something fresh. I could just do a circle. Swift sneak alternative. Scaffold with all that. Maybe. I don't know. I find bouncing around to be more fun. Thank you, Cap with a K. That is really cool. I will look into that. But anyway, let me find it. Somebody posted something in the build discussions tab on my Discord. By the way, Discord link in the description if you care to join. Yeah, this thing. Okay. Let me find a good way to, like, open this. Can I do this? Fuck, where'd it go? There it is. Yeah. Okay. This wonderful little gem was made by Phospholipid, member of the Dawn Fuhrer Future Association, or whatever it is he is. The Futurists of Dawn Fuhrer, I have no idea. However they care to designate themselves. Yeah, he built this in single player, obviously. This is just sort of a proof of concept. This shit is dope as fuck. Now, I'm not going to steal it, don't worry. I'm not one of those guys. But I really like the patterning, and I like how it's unique. So I'm going to take some inspiration from this, and we're going to have a fun time. So instead of... because his sort of peaks or spikes coming off the circle go off on the cardinal directions, I'm thinking of doing that, but in the diagonals. So that will be more or less what I do here. So I'm just going to bring these out and connect them up. Now, I'm not following the circles, you know, pattern that I drew out in MS Paint. I'm not fully doing that. I've decided to deviate midway. And the only reason I did that is because I was originally going to make this a full circle. But then I was like, in the back of my mind as I was making this and looking at it, I was like, you know, I've done circles. I've done a million billion circles before. Maybe I should, like, do a circle that's not normal or not regular or something unique. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm doing a unique circle. I have decided that this will be a spiky ninja star instead of a circle. I mean, I guess this sort of looks like a ninja star, right? 2, 3, bam, bam. So sort of looking at it this way, and it's going to have all 4 corners, you know, cut like that. I think that'll look cool. Especially if I can have, like, this area will be hollow inside, and then, like, there will be some amount of, like, ocean pouring over the edges, and it will be sort of cascading down a bunch of, like, planes of, like, channels for water to flow through. Because as you all know, you've all maybe you've had enough time, I don't know yet, to play around with waterlogging. Waterlogging blocks is dope as hell. Like, it's one of those subtler things that was added, I think it was added back in 1.13. It's really fucking cool. Like, just doing this. Oh, wait. I gotta get this just right. You can make a sort of a pond or an inset kind of thing, and the water will flow in. So this is an infinite water source now. Not that I needed that, but you can make channels of, like, staircase blocks and stuff going everywhere, and just carve them out, and the water will pretend and behave like it is flowing through that channel. It's a really cool effect. I personally like incorporating it into all the newer stuff that I build. So I'm going to be making channels like that. Worked at hospice houses. Oh, yeah. Can I make a helical gear from those blocks? I don't know. You would have to send me a design. And, like, maybe I could transport it. Sounds like a gaslight. Oh, yeah, Jack tried to be a drug dealer. Actually, unironically, they're not wrong. Atrica, don't ask shit like that. I'm not gonna answer that. Anyway, be a drug dealer. That's extremely misleading. That's not at all what that's supposed to mean. What I was a pharmacy technician. What I did was I worked at an old folks home because there was a pharmacy on the campus at the old folks home. I guess not that many people know about this. Only my extreme fanatics have stuck around long enough to hear me talk about, you know, my old job and stuff. My old job. And it was about 10 years ago that I got this job. How much schooling? How much do I make? I make like next to nothing, man. Content creation is a very starve, famine, or feast or famine. That's the phrase. It's a very feast or famine-y kind of situation. But that's okay. I'm making do. Anyway, but yeah, when I was a pharmacy tech, this was like right after I joined 2B2T. So this is about 10 years ago that I became a farm tech, funny enough. And I had this job at this old folks home. Oh my God, I've got a lot of stories from that place. One of the things that I did was I delivered medicines to a hospice house that we were contracted with. So I got to handle stuff like Norco, morphine, hydromorphone, Dilaudid, you know, stuff like that. Really high-end drugs for pain management. Because people, you know, were dying. And the hospice house was what, you know, that was what was over that. Ensuring that they were comfortable in their final days. Because, you know, many of these people are incurable. And it's a very, very sad situation, but, you know, that's life, I guess. Bad shit happens, and that's just how it is. But one of the things I would do routinely is I was a medicine deliverer, both on the campus and then off campus to that hospice house I mentioned. And very sweet people. I became friends with all the nurses. A lot of the elders who lived on the campus, they either lived in a sort of a group home setting because they were unable to help them, unable to take care of themselves. You know, they had to have nursing support like 24/7. And then there were the more independent people who were not quite so old that they couldn't take care of themselves. That's such an interesting job. I hate death. So, yeah, it taught me. I was, so 10 years ago, I was like 24. And it taught me more or less to expect my own mortality. As grim as that may sound. Like, it taught me that, yes, one day you will not be alive. One day you might end up like these people. Decrepit. Old. Feeble. Like, get used to that idea. That's life. And it sucks, but that's how it is. There are a lot of bad things that happen in life. You just have to kind of, you know. Maybe you will. You're old as shit. Oh, well. Oh, yeah, I bet you'll never die. Right. Mm-hmm. Keep holding that opinion. Nobody who has ever thought that has ever died. Now then. Also addicted to the Ghost Show, Ghost Adventures. Oh, okay. Now then. So we got a sizable little, you know, footprint of the base, I think. I'm liking this. Jack, what are the side effects of paracetamol? What was paracetamol? That's a brand name. Oh. I've never really dealt with this one. Yeah, it's just an antipyretic. It's just a fever pain reducer. It's like Tylenol. It's in the family of Tylenol. Oh, paracetamol is exactly the same drug as acetaminophen. Okay, no wonder. Then the side effects are the exact same as acetaminophen. Oh, well, hey, Toker. Thank you. So, yeah. Footprint to the base. I think it'll work out. Now. Just having a circle in the, well, pseudo circle with like spikes or whatever you want to call these protrusions, that's fine. But like, it's got to have more to it than that. This alone is not enough. Am I making the Sea Spire 2? It's really more like the Drain meets Space Valkyria 1. That's more or less what we're going for. So, like, I'm going to bore out this central portion. We're going to, you know, come down here and then probably not blow it up. We might just baritone it. Because, you know, baritone is based as all hell. We'll get through a lot of this. I want to get down into the deep slate layer. Oh, wow. We got lush underground jungle. Or lush underground cave or whatever it's called. That's cool. I might use that as decoration. I really like the underground lush caves. But anyway, so yeah, we're going to come down here a ways. I need to install a mega beacon. Not just, actually, like, this probably does need to be 5 and not, like, 1, if that makes sense. What I mean by that is, so, like, this, and this will also be beams of beacon. And so this will bathe as much of the base as possible in, you know, it's beacony goodness. So actually, I need to draw, or not draw, but drill 5 hole or 4 more holes. God, I'll get it right eventually. Come on, mine. God damn it, house. I just want to mine in peace. Oh, and also, bam, bam. I actually probably don't need. Okay. Whoops. Down we go. I don't yet have the iron on me. Alpha has a lot of the iron and stuff. So, like, if I try to make the beacon, it's just going to be me digging iron for, like, the whole stream. I don't want to do that. We'll do that another time. It's all right. I should put a giant lava cast in the middle for no reason. You're a very funny person, Top. You are completely and totally right. I should do that. I'm so happy to have people like you in chat, Top, to correct me and put me back on the straight and narrow. Oh, whoa, whoa. Don't break that. There we go. And for the record, I don't want you dead. I just enjoy making fun of you. Just a little bit too much, maybe. Imagine 900 years of what? Imagine living for 200 years. What would the main color scheme be, Atrica? It would be deep slate brick, probably blackstone in places for, like, accentuation, and then, what is this stuff? Andesite. Polished andesite. But anyway, imagine living 900 years, imagine living 200 years. Yeah, it would be interesting to have people live for hundreds of years and that just be the norm. Funny enough, I'm watching, or rather, I kind of finished it already, an anime series where, I'm not going to say the name of the series because I know I have a lot of non-anime fans here, so I'm not going to, like, get into it. But just that in this series, living for thousands of years is entirely feasible and extremely common. And the society is just built around that. And it's really fucking cool. But how it handles a lot of the high-tech and sci-fi elements could be handled just a little bit better, in my opinion, because I'm a big sci-fi buff. But either way, it's still interesting. Am I talking about Bleach? No. I will say the name if someone guesses it, but I'm not going to bring it up directly. It's a very old anime series that recently got a continuation. Oh, man. Imagine living 1 second. We don't know if the brain itself is capable of functioning. I'm fairly certain that if you can eliminate the bodily waste that metabolism produces, that's what basically is what kills you. If you can repair organs and you can keep, you know, all your stuff in order, then I have no reason to assume why you wouldn't be able to live for hundreds of years. Perfectly fine. Now, if you have a mental breakdown because of whatever happens in your life, that's your own problem. That's nothing anyone can really help. But ultimately, you know, I have no reason to assume people can't live for hundreds of years. Just that, or rather, I have no reason to assume people can't withstand it if the technology and the means were available. I have no reason to assume that you'd be like unable to do it. I'm sure, you know, like with regular living, let's assume you live for 100 years, and that's roughly the average, right? Well, I mean, you're going to be exposed throughout the course of that 100 years. You're going to be exposed to all sorts of awful things. You know, your life is going to have whatever it has in it. But, like, do you see a lot of 100-year-old people, you know, just being absolutely beside themselves? Or do you see them kind of being thankful and being happy that they were able to live that long? Like, every 100-year-old person I've ever met, and I did meet quite a few working at the that old folks' home. You know, that's not out of the ordinary to have some of them live that long, and they are all extraordinarily happy. Yeah, their lives aren't what that, you know, what it used to be. Like, they would love to be able to be independent. Almost none of them are. But that, you know, if living to 200 or 300 years old was normal, even expected, in fact, beyond expected, like, it would be weird for you to not live to 300 or 400 years old, or something like that. Then your expectations are just, they'd adapt accordingly, you know? Like, saying, oh, well, what if, you know, we find a way to technologically live for hundreds of years, but we all go mad. I don't think so. That's not going to happen. Realistically, if you were capable, because of the technology, okay, that comes about, I think it will just be normal. It will be treated as expected. And if you don't live to be, I don't know, however many hundred, that will be, you'll be considered like dying in your 20s. Taken too soon. Oh man, they had so much to live for. They had so much of their lives ahead of them. That sort of thing. If that became the norm. Fuck. Wait a minute. What the hell? Where's... What the fuck? Did I... Where did that block of andesite go? Nani? Took a shit? What'd you miss? You didn't miss anything. Trying to update my inventory. I guess I didn't pick it up. That's so strange. Where'd it go then? Oh, did it get sucked down there, you think? Oh well, I'll fish it out later. Anyway, there we go. What's my favorite block to incorporate? Ooh. Lately, it's been Deep Slate. Deep Slate has just... It's a good block. Blackstone and Deep Slate are some of the best blocks they've added in a long time. Okay. So this is the center where, like, the beacon beams will come down or all that. What the hell? Oh, okay, so that wasn't even there. Very strange. Anyway, the retirement age has moved to 420. I mean, I'm laughing, but, like, that might actually happen. Like, if you live for 1,000 years and that just becomes the common, the norm. Honestly, retirement would be in your 700s or 800s. If living to 1,000 was normal, you wouldn't really be able to afford not working until you're 1,000 almost years old. Maybe you retire at 800 or 900, and then that's like you get 1,000 years of life, 800 of which you work, do your professional, you know, whatever. You're robust and you're fit. You're healthy, you're young, you're youthful, etc., etc. And then you make a slow decline, very, very, very slow decline, at about 800, 900, and then you live out your remaining days. I don't know, something like that. That could be cool. Did a fucking dolphin steal my block of polished andesite? Like, what the hell? That's so weird. I had a block and now it's just missing. That fourth block. Oh well. Only the rich would live for that long. You say that. But I don't think... I think at first it would go that way. But I'm fairly certain that life extension would by nature be too hard to keep under wraps. It'd be one of those things like how certain things can be kept under wraps initially for so long, and then eventually it comes out. Like it gets leaked. Like how many super secret bases were kept under wraps by the quote elites of 2B2T, only for that shit to be busted within two years. Like Sky Masons was supposed to be one of those types of bases. They didn't last. Like, people are bad. I mean, fucking awful at maintaining secrecy. I guess this will become my garbage overflow chest. I don't know. I might also throw some diorite in there. I like the way diorite looks. Okay, now, that all done. Okay, now, so I've got a central shaft that I will install a beacon array into later. We'll have beacons for beacon purposes there. Ooh, axolotl. Aw, axolotl spawn. That's right, because over here is a an underground whatever the fuck. Lush cave, that's it. Okay. Now. This area. I kind of want there to be sort of like an outer wall. Like this is the inner lip. Everything from this netherrack line to my left internally will all be drained and, you know, hold down to wherever the fuck. However far down I decide to dig it. And then over here on this outermost edge, like, there will not be raw ocean beyond this netherrack line. There's going to be some amount of, like, building, you know, and it will connect up to, like, here. And then maybe I'll, like, stair-step parts of it down or something. We'll see. I might even have like a staircase that lines the outer rim of the drain, the pseudo-new drain. Also, I'm fairly certain that this ocean is shallower than the ocean that we had at the drain. Of course, that was old, you know, old world generation. That was like from, what version was that, 1.10? Or was that 1.9? Yeah, that was 1.10, because we didn't have 1.9 before, until, or after Rusher, we didn't have 1.9, we had 1.10. So yeah, that was 1.10. So like, that was generating oceans the way it had been in since like 1.7. Whoopsie, you're not supposed to see that. That's a gag. I did not mean to reveal that. Whoopsie. Okay, but no, cryonics? Yeah, cryonics might work, but I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, so yeah, I want to kind of design an outermost covering, I guess is the right way to put it. some sort of like final bit of material on the outside that's sort of, I don't know how to put it. Like it's a thing. It would be covered in. It would be filled in. It would be solid, preferably. So maybe like from here. No, that's not long enough. It's like right there, I think. Where do I want this? Like right here. God, I'm so glad to have free cam. Okay, actually, I'm gonna go to this torch. All right, so what I'm gonna do is have a sort of, I'm just gonna sort of like experiment with this. Oh, excuse me. So I'm gonna like extend this line out and then have it meet over here very steeply. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 2. 2. 2. 1. 2. Something like that. And then maybe like, once I've got this shape on all 8 segments here, over there, I then cut it across and it meets up and it's like a flat sort of looking thing. So it's sort of almost like a lotus. The footprint will sort of look like a lotus if you know what a lotus is. Or if you've seen a lotus. Yeah, the submarine. Yes, that's a joke. It was a gag I was going to make today's shit post, but I've got to edit it after stream. So just pretend you didn't see it. Don't worry about it. Oh, you got to go to Stone Cold Killer. Okay, take care, man. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate it. That rollback really set you back? Oh, I know. Everybody had some bits of their progress undone. Oh no, am I out of torches? I can't be torched out that early. Come on. Jump. Oh well. I've got some inspiration references images on Discord. Okay. Something interested in. Sure. Send them over to me if you want. Am I really out of torches that quickly? It's really amazing how, like, an item like the torch, I would never have given a second thought to. I'd have just been like, nah, that's obsolete. Who cares? Torches, whatever. Torches? Pfft. I ain't no bitch. I don't need torches. I am now in need of torches. You know, read into that how you will. I'm amazed how quickly my tune has changed. That's all. Okay. So I got coal and I got wood. That'll have to do. Mostly just because dealing with the mobs is like a huge hassle. I would really rather not. Okay, so that's like 2 stacks of torch? Yeah. Okay. Hopefully this is enough. You're gonna head out? Okay, take care, Cap. I know it's 4 a.m. for you. I'm so sorry you have to stay up so early, so late, whatever. I understand that feel. The new mob spawning is something else. Yes, the mobs, like, make you have to worry. Before, it wasn't so bad, but now it's so bad. But I like it. I like that it's a bit of a challenge, even if the mobs are a fucking annoyance. Could be worse, could be better. I don't know. More good than bad, but more bad than good sometimes. Also, I hope that my sugar cane is... It's probably not. I'm gonna fly over there real fast. I bet it's not. Yeah, it's not loaded. None of this is loaded. Ain't none of this be loaded. Look at this. That's that mob hellhole from the other night. Hellish mob orgy. Yeah, the shoreline is just too far away. Does anybody know exactly how far the render distance is for each player? For like what's loaded and what isn't? I need paper for rockets, so I should probably just like, there we go. Just get a little thing of sand and sugar cane and go from there. Oh damn it! I was hoping to find goats. That sheep made me think it was a goat. Ah, more cane. All right, that'll do for now. I love that we've only built this one tiny thing, and like this is it, and we've not even slightly tried to expand it out or anything. Like, it's just this one little square that's barely anything, and like this is just the land the platform rather we've decided to build on. I just find that so amusing. Okay. There we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Oh god, it's raining now. Oh, Herm! Hey, House does not like it when we get tridents and turtle heads. What do you mean? Huh? What did House do? You will have to explain. The Sea Temple of Schizophrenia. Yes, hermetic jump scare, I know. Thank you for your donation, Herm. I love you. He reset the server. Oh, well, I mean, that's how it had to be. That was, appeasing his audience, which you do have to do just time to time. Believe me, I'm aware of just how much you have to do that. It's not easy, but, you know. Okay. So it's, and then cropping. Okay, so the formula for this is let me just go back over there. But yeah, you should be able to get turtle helmets and all that stuff easily again. 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5, 5. I'm counting the number of blocks and then I'm indenting some amount. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 3. So 3 sets of 4. 3. Gone through 40 villagers and no slow falling. Oh. Sorry to hear that. 1, 3, 2, 3. Okay. You mean feather falling? 2, 3. 3 sets of 2. 2, 3, and then 1, and then 2. Okay. Cool. But yeah, 40 villagers, no slow falling. Oh, the arrows! Potion-tipped arrows. That's what Atrica means. Okay. Atrica is trading with Fletcher's to try and get a slow-falling arrow for 40 seconds. Fletcher's final tip. Yeah, tipped arrow. Okay, I get it. Anyway. Whatever. This'll work. So falling arrows are OP. Are they? What exactly advantage does that grant? I'm not piecing it together, I'm sorry. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, so one more. I like that name, Ani, Sea Temple of Schizophrenia. That's so fucking cute. Nice, I'm streaming. Yes, Lava Man Hero. I'm streaming. I won't be streaming for too much longer because I have to go to bed soon. I gotta get up at 6 a.m. and I will be a zombie if I do not. But anyway, yeah, tipped arrows are sweet because they're way potions. Yeah, stacked 64, right? Slow falling effect makes it so you are in the air for longer from knockback. Oh. Yeah, easier to crystal the peeps. Oh, wow. Ouchie. That's a recipe for disaster. I guess. Oh, let's put that there. Well, damn. That's right up there with using weakness to make people not be able to break crystal with their fists. Because if they do that, you can't deal damage. And as a result, you can't crystal. That's a cool idea, honestly. It really is. I just wish that that kind of like super big brain sort of like game theory level, you know, PvP experience would be like just a tiny bit more common. I've only ever seen strength potions and weakness. But now using slow fall, that's pretty cool. At base mate Lamau, he has a lot of PvP ideas that are insane. Okay. I'm glad to hear that, WCRM. Beware, if you're going to give ideas out, I may inadvertently say your secrets. So, like, unless you're okay with that. Yeah. 3 harming, 2 villagers, and 1 weakness. Okay. Now, does the harming arrow actually impart the harming? Because I read somewhere that that no longer... Or that does not work because the way damage caps out on bows. I think it is. Or it's something like that. The damage cap of a bow with power 5 is like just so much greater. It's no secret anybody's vanilla. Oh, okay. Never mind then. Well, in that case, I will not be. I'm not guilty of tattling. You know. You know full well. Oh my god! The server, it reset! And the Titan submersible reset alongside it! Probably. Maybe. I don't know. Coming to a shitpost near you. Soon. Soon. Oh, damn it. It doesn't display the TM. Fuck. Oh well. Harming arrows do a shit ton of damage while spamming with a bow. Okay. Maybe it's not utilizing the full cap because you're not like pulling the bow back all the way. I don't know. I know harming arrows on a crossbow are really good. Get out of here. Oh shit. Man, Herm, when are you gonna give me another trident, man? Stuck in a hole with someone else. Ah, yeah, that's good. I need my ripping tide. If only I had someone with a riptide enchanted trident to show up on our front doorstep and deliver a box of goodies to me. The slow falling weakness are the best for... Okay, interesting. But I guess no such miracle will ever occur again. Oh well. I want to take a... What? Interesting. What on earth are y'all talking about? 4, 5. Arrows do more damage depending on their speed. Spamming them at a short distance means too many damage inputs being received too fast, which makes it very nice machine gunning. Ah. Get that riptide trident? Yeah. I'm going to have to actually get a trident-wielding drown to even spawn in the first place. But if none does, and that's all there is to it. But I intentionally chose a warm ocean because I think the drowned population is reduced here. I think I either misread or was misinformed in that it in fact does not stop them, just heavily reduces them, in which case that's still a very handy, you know, change. I would much rather not have to deal with excessive amounts of drowned. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Drowned are a pain in the ass, especially with these mobs, the mob rates we got now. Like, a trident wielder would spawn literally every 5 minutes. And that's not supposed to be that common. Okay, and it's 3, 2, 3. 2, 3. Okay, cool. And then 3 sets of 2. L came in and is an AI spam bot. No, L came in just likes to shitpost. Wait, since rollback? I've not seen anything since rollback. I don't have any goodies. Like, that was a one-time thing for what we thought was a permanent map, but it didn't end up mattering, so don't worry about it now. Okay, and then it flattens out that way. Perfect. Calculations. On Bedrock, tridents are super duper cheap because they drop from drowns that don't have tridents. Wow, damn. I wish. It's like a 1.25%. Yeah, it's not good at all. But if you get lots and lots of them spawning, just through sheer brute force, then yeah. Yeah, I wish they would have ported... I don't know. There's a lot of parity features that are dumb that I don't care for. So maybe the trident thing, you know, if we don't get the trident parity, then I'm fine with that. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to look good, I think. Gold farms on Bedrock are ridiculously OP, though. Oh, really? Well, whatever. Alright, time to make the other edges. Boing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On Java, they take shulkers of obsidian. On Bedrock, 1 large portal and a redstone clock. Wow, that is OP. 3, 4, 5. I'm referring to my text doc real quick. 3 sets of 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Math. Oh my god, math. Having to play math in Minecraft. Ugh. Counting. Yuck. But if you want your shit to be nice, you gotta count. All the math I'm doing is to become a teacher. Nah. I don't have the qualifications for a teacher. Three sets of 2. That'll do. And then 1, 2, and it balances out. But yes, what's my PC specs? Oh, well, you really want to know, don't you? I don't know, man, you got a sick voice and really good at telling stories and life lessons. Well, thank you. I don't see myself as such a qualified person. But, like, I just do my best, I guess. I don't know. But thank you for the compliments. Okay. Let's fly on over here. Now, one thing they did that I really don't like, this change just absolutely sticks in my craw. They changed it in 1.19.4. You can no longer swim while in Elytra fly mode. You used to be able to swim and Elytra fly simultaneously. And so now we are unable. Really sucks because like your speed and your ability to move around has just been heavily handicapped. I'll never forget being able to use a dolphin with a rocket. And we could literally rocket dolphin and swim under the ocean. It was so fucking dope. 2, 3, 4. 3 sets of 4. I need water. Yeah, you have to quick swap. And that's the problem. Like, you didn't have to quick swap. You could just do both and it was fine. But Mojang saw fit to ruin it. Like they do with most things. Oh well. 2, 3. 2, 3. Perfect. I guess it's because it was like unintended behavior or something. And they were like, no, you can't swim and have an elytra like you're flying. Never mind the fact that that was actually kind of cool. You must swim like a plebeian. Soul speed 3 underwater with a dolphin. 2 up. Yeah. You can go very fast, I know. That's a lot of setup. Anything a corporation touches gets ruined, I know, right? Average Mojang dev, after spending 30 minutes with a day, working the next 7.5 hours beefing with the community on Twitter. Oh my god. Let me see if the server will let me use scaffold. Oh, here it is. Nope. Oh, fuck you. You're already queued to server main. Okay, cool. Server queue. Queue length is 337 and priority is 7. Man, I feel bad for those people. Queue test. No, it doesn't do anything with that. Okay, fair enough. And bada bing, let me in. Knock knock, house master, let me in. Hope players will stop crying eventually. I guess they will. Q main? No, I'm in the main. I don't want to Q main. Don't be crazy, crazy. Homie found a real life money glitch. I played on the temp map and that was it. Yeah, temp maps always feel like a waste, you know? Oh. Oh, flight. Flight was turned on. I was like, what in the hell is jittering me? Yeah, it does not like flight. Alrighty. Almost. There we go. Okay. So we got what? 2 of them done? Sort of half of them of one. Yeah, this is gonna look sweet. I'm hopeful. And then maybe I'll have like This is just an idea. I'm not committing to this, but I'm just floating the idea. I could, I would have to build the Space Valk 1. Well, I don't know it's going to be Space Valk 1. It'll be something's inspired by it. It won't be exactly the same. It'll be different. But that's going to be in the center here. The beacon beam is going to have to rise up through it. And so, like, maybe on the outermost edges of whatever the topmost pillar is, I'll have like a, I don't know, like a tunnel leading out to a tower, and the tower leads like down to here or something. It's an idea, I guess. Although I do recall years and years ago, there was this one person who was like, Jack, you should build Space Valk 1, but in a ruined state, partially sunk into an ocean, because that's where it crashed. After it was griefed, it fell out of orbit and crashed into an ocean somewhere. That was the what-if scenario they floated by. And I've never forgotten about that. I've forgotten who said that, but I've never forgotten the idea itself. And I'm really, like, into that. That is an awesome idea. 4, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I don't know. I'm still floating the idea that I might do that. It may not be here though. 2, 3, 2, 3. 3, 2, 3, and then it's 3 sets of 2. You know, a crashed, partially submerged Space Valk 1 out in the ocean. It would be in a shallow place like that. I don't know. BGT rolled back. Yes, it did. Death messages are back. Yeah, that was a change that got reverted. I was not happy about that one because I liked that death messages were local. I really don't know why that change was reverted. It was not a bad change. But that some people are resistant to any form of change. And, well, what can you do? Some people just don't like any sort of lateral movement to another style or what have you. So what can you do? Could be worse. You know, at least we didn't get the chunks culled and the items stolen, deleted, whatever. That would really suck. What's the reason for Fit to lie to his audience? It's not really like the same. When you say lie, like a lot of people immediately think, oh, well, he knew what was really going on, but withheld it on purpose. That's what a lot of people think of when you lie. But there is such a thing as lie by omission, which is where you just don't tell everything that's going on. I think Fit is more sensationalized than anything else. And it's just easy to start, you know, make an idea, make a video, you know, whatever, and go on whatever the current wave of the new thing is. And you can get swept away with the crowd very easily that way. But I will commend Fit for this last week, 2 weeks almost. He's not said anything. And he's been very, very quiet, trying to sort of like bide his time to let the dust settle. You know he'll make a video on this. Like, there's no way he doesn't. But that, I'm sure it will be a very restrained, much more sort of like take a step back from the problems. You know, everything is more or less resolved. This is a more objective look at what actually went down. Tried about outlook of his video and the mods in his Switch got pissed. Yeah, that's probably because they've heard that question a billion times. Like, it's probably not that the question itself is offensive. It's probably just that they don't want to answer the same damn question 50 million times, because you know that question's been answered and asked 50 million times. And Fit will likely just not want to answer it for the 50 million and one time. It's just how it is. It is what it is. That said, Fit will likely just release a more comprehensive, video on the matter. All the changes have, as far as I'm aware, they're set in stone at this point. So, like, whatever the state of things are now is probably just how it's going to stay. So don't worry about that. You're not sure because they said no 2BTT talk at all. Oh, well, yeah, that's why. They're sick and tired of any 2BTT talk. And I don't blame them for that. They're probably fed up with having to have everybody and their brother insist that they talk about this or that. And Fit probably wants to get away from 2BTT. Just for a while. At the very least, he probably wants a sort of respite from it while he does whatever the hell that SMP is. I guess I can't blame him. I know the feeling of wanting respite from something you've worked on so hard. What would have been really foolish is if Fit immediately put out a video after the 1.19 update went into effect and highlighted all the changes and pulled a hissy fit like Sal did. That would have been really bad, but taking a more step-back approach is probably smart. The thing is, he references 2BT all the time while he's on QSMP. Well, yeah, that's dumb. Probably don't do that. Learning to separate out A from B and compartmentalizing your streaming experience is very important. Hardcore for me is hardcore. Space Valk is Space Valk. 2B2T is 2B2T. That's more or less how I approach it. Literally, if you made a 2B2T reference. I mean, yeah, that's bad optics on Fit's part. He probably should keep it better separated. Not much else you can do about that. Okay, and then 1, 2. But also, he runs his own streams however he wishes, so I don't know. I've heard of streamers having their mods be tyrants, and they themselves be next to clueless about it. That's hard to believe, I know, but I've heard of that. Hope Fit's video will be better than Sal's. Oof. I have no doubt it will, just because he's taking his time. And I mean, come on, like, this whole kerfuffle unfolds, and the next thing you know, it all goes away. Like, the whole thing is Thanos snapped into oblivion, so any thoughts he would have had on that were basically invalidated. And that's okay. I mean, that happens. Life comes at you fast. There is a value to just sitting back and taking your time. Oh no, fuck, this is off kilter. No, it's off alignment. Where did I mess up? Fuck, where did I mess up? Seriously. Aha, right here. This is supposed to be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, see. Damn it. Everything is a block mismatched. Oops. But yeah, there's a value to taking your time, letting things settle down if it's getting really, really heated. And just, not being so hot under the collar because things don't go your way. But also, I understand that outrage is what it is. There were a lot of people who didn't want things to stay the way they were. And I guess I get that too. I will say, from House's perspective, or rather no, not from House's, but from an outsider's perspective, seeing Housemaster say a vocal minority in reference to, like, what was effectively 70% of the server is just really like, wow. Yeah, that comment aged like milk. That was like the best part of Sal's video. But apart from that. Okay. Everything is more or less aligned. I'm so glad I was able to quickly troubleshoot where I went wrong. All right. Why do I not have torches on this island? Oh, shit. Okay. Cool. I'm enjoying this. We got a good little footprint going here, I say. I'm a tyrant mod, Ani. You better not be. Oh, you're welcome back. Welcome back, Thundercloud. You're back. The change from Housemaster had you once again invested in Anarchy servers. Honestly, the vanilla changes to the terrain is probably like the bare minimum. If he had just rolled everything back with no change whatsoever, and it was just 1.19 but 2B2T flavored, that would have just been too much. Nice firefighter symbol. Well, it's not meant to be a firefighter symbol. Also, I'm gonna go check this nether portal. Damn it. Nothing good. Oh hey, this is the first crying obsidian I've gotten, now that I think about it. Who's cutting onions? Your mom, that's who. Given that house is plain wrong in that one comment, yes, he was. I'm biding my time until I can execute my most optimal way of establishing a tyranny so that you're gone for good. So that you're good for now, okay. X-ray for netherite works, yes it does. The X-ray was just sort of like, the anti-X-ray rather, was just sort of dumb. I didn't feel like it was necessary. It was just an artificial way to slow down people getting netherite, which, if you watched my how to mine netherite video, you'd find is utterly and completely worthless because it was piss easy to get netherite, even with the X-ray in place. Even if you didn't have, like, an X-ray in so many words, you still had a way to, like, look. Obsidian me. Alright, well this place is hell. I'm out. Okay. That looks really good. Like, even from afar, how it's lit up. Let's, like, really go up here. Yeah, it does look like a firefighter symbol. Holy shit. That was totally accidental. But I like it. I like how it looks. So yeah, so I'll probably have like ocean coming in and channeled through these corners, and it'll come down a series of like plates. Hello, Mr. Ground. And it'll come down like a series of plates and channels in those plates, and it'll leak down to like the very bottom or something. I don't know, something like that. That sounds cool. Boing. Oh, I thought that was copper. Oh well. I don't need copper anyway. You'll never take me alive, coppers. Come on. Okay. So, this is something interesting. I'm sure many of you have figured this out. All right. So, we've got a 2 tall block, and I have an elytra. So I'm going to turn on my hitboxes real fast and show off Okay. So when you go into elytra fly mode, your hitbox shrinks. So using this to our advantage, you can bounce up and down, and if you get your rhythm just right, you can get your hitbox above a block that's 2 blocks tall. You can even do this for a block and a half, and you can do it for 3 blocks if you have jump boost. And so it makes for easy, sort of like jumping around to get to places. So, you know, try it out. That's sort of, that's really all I wanted to say on that matter. Okay. We'll go to this. I want this. Yeah. Okay. I've got to make netherite stuff eventually. But yeah, I think that'll do it for this evening. I didn't really get a whole lot done, but like we did get, you know, all of this put out. Turn off everything so that you get a sort of a clearer-ish view of the base and how large of an area this is or will be. I think it'll look cool. Nobody needs copper unless you're building out of it. Yeah, that's true. Copper rods are good, or the lightning rod is good for like if you're making creeper farms for like heads. But other than that, I could take it or leave it really. Even though lapis is used for enchantments, I still don't feel it's a pretty underwhelming addition to the game. Yeah, it's so superfluous. Netherite is overrated. I mean, it's not terrible. The cube. It's cuboidal, but it's not quite the same. It's its own thing, you know? I'm happy with it. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I will catch y'all Tuesday. Or no, today's Monday. I will catch y'all Wednesday. My bad. I'll catch y'all Wednesday for more 2v2t adventures starring Jacktherippa. Y'all have a great evening. Thank y'all so much for coming out and giving me a moment of your time. I appreciate it. Those y'all have donated. Oh, sorry. I just saw it. Sorry, it just came through for me. Voidmaster. Yes. What block should you use for Space Fortress 3? Use a block type you've never used before. Use something that's like a color, like red sandstone. You know, a color you don't commonly think of. Red sandstone is perfect. Something like that. Give it an Egyptian space fortress. Do that. That would be dope. Sandstone. That's another good one. But anyway, thank y'all so much for all those of you shown me so much support and love. I appreciate it greatly. Please leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, join our Discord. All that linked down below. I'll probably have a shit post out for you guys tomorrow. I would do it today, but I just don't have the time to edit tonight. I intended to do it today, but I spent literally all day traveling just to get here so that I could stream and make this place. So I kind of expected, you know, to get it done quicker, but like, it ain't that easy. But on the bright side, we got all this done. So yeah, I'm satisfied with it. We got a good little footprint, a nice rough plan going. Yeah, raise his thumb emoji, or a thumbs up emoji. Yeah, that's it. Y'all have a good one. I will catch y'all later. Goodbye. Oh, thank you, Cat Girl Anna. Oh, wow, last second. Y'all have a good night. Take care.